Someone said I fell in love with him from the very first time I saw him in my dream. Hold on, bro. Let's go back a little bit. You fell in love with this nigga. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the fam. Now today, bro, we got the creepiest internet mysteries that were finally solved by the Paint Explainer, bro. Shout out Paint Explainer. I believe we just reacted to him not that long ago about the urban legends and stuff. So we're gonna see what's popping with this and how creepy these internet mysteries can possibly get. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn and let's see. All right, let's go.
Lily Peters. On April 24th, 2022, what began as a normal Sunday afternoon turned into a tragedy. Around 3 p.m., 10-year-old Lily Peters...
Wait, isn't that crazy, bro? It says April 24th. Yo, today is literally April 24th, bro. Well, right now I'm recording at, 1 a.m. of the 25th, but the day that I was just in was the 24th. So is that a coincidence?
Sunday afternoon turned into a tragedy. Around 3 p.m., 10-year-old Lily Peters left her home to visit her aunt. It was a trip she made often. The house was only a 3-minute bike ride away, and nothing seemed unusual. However, that evening, Lily didn't come home. At first, the father, Alex, thought she might still be at his sister's house. When he called, however, his sister said Lily had already left over an hour earlier. Alex tried calling the parents of Lily's friends, hoping she had stopped by to play.
Yo, this is one thing I gotta say, bro. It's like, why are we letting a 10-year-old little girl go out and ride a bike on her own, bro? Like, even though if things are close and stuff, it's like someone should just at least be keeping an eye on her or something. Like, just her being able to be alone like that. Come on, man. There's just too many fucking weird ass people that literally prey on children and stuff, and children like literally have no power. They can't really fight back or do anything, if they end up in certain situations, bro. Which is why, like, just the whole thought of like leaving a child alone for any amount of time. Like, I know you can't control absolutely everything, but it's like in this case, dude, a 10-year-old girl just riding her bike just around the city, whatever. Like, come on, bro. Like, I feel like this is a little irresponsible.
Growing worried, he retraced the path Lily usually took, and around 9 p.m. contacted the police to report her missing. While looking along a trail, though, Alex made a chilling discovery. Lily's bike abandoned with no sign of her. Hours later, just before 9 a.m. the next morning, a volunteer searcher found her body under a pile of leaves only a few feet from the trail. Police confirmed the worst. Lily had been murdered. At first, investigators had no clear leads, but then, online.
Bro, what kind of sick oh my god. I mean, you already gotta be sick to be, preying on children like that, but then on top of that, you cover the fucking body in leaves and shit as if they wanted, them to uncover this very easily. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, that's probably the best case scenario so that they know and that their body just not completely missing forever, but it's just like, fuck. Like the psychology behind these crazy motherfuckers. I just be wanting to enter their mind and see how sick and twisted they could possibly get. Why they even got that way. How they got that way. Like, how do you get that low as a human being?
Online,
I just don't understand.
A post about Lily's disappearance appeared on the true crime subreddit. While many people speculated, one comment stood out. A user called Home Slice Nation 4 wrote that they had been playing Pokemon Go on the same trail that day. They said they saw Lily in a pink and purple hoodie walking with another kid. The comment ended with, "I have a suspicion that it could be another kid that did it." The post was later deleted, but another Reddit user reported it to the police tip line.
Wait, that's a little weird though. Isn't it weird, chat, that it got deleted? I wonder if Home Slice deleted it themselves or it got deleted. But it would make more sense if Home Slice deleted it themselves, right?
Kid that did it. The post was later deleted, but another Reddit user reported it to the police tip line. That single clue gave investigators the lead they needed. Within hours, police arrested 14-year-old Carson Petersberger, Lily's cousin. During questioning, Carson admitted to the crime. He explained that he had followed Lily as she rode her bike, lured her into the woods, and attacked her in a plan he had been forming for months. He punched her in the stomach, beat her with a stick, and strangled her before returning home as if nothing had happened.
Bro, what the I'm over here thinking it's a grown man, grown woman or some shit. It's a fucking 14-year-old cousin, bro, that's been supposedly planning this. What the kind of sick ass shit is this? Yo, this gotta stem from the parents, bro. There ain't no way. How are you only 14 years old and thinking of devilish things like this? Like, it just don't make no sense to your own family too. Like, bro, did she not let you play Lego Batman enough, my nigga? Like, what is going on? No, for real. Like, not even joking around. Like, this is sick. This is actually sick, bro. Why these kids, they be raised up like this, and they man, it's like, yeah, they're a kid and they can grow up and everything, but it's like, if you have these type of tendencies, you want motherfucking kill somebody, a little girl and your cousin. Like, what the fuck you think they gonna be when they grow up? They just gotta be locked up, man. I ain't gonna lie. They gotta be locked up. Something's wrong up here, my nigga is the wires are not connecting.
Her in the stomach, beat her with a stick, and strangled her before returning home as if nothing had happened. Later, after noticing police searching the area, he came back to move her body deeper into the woods and tried to cover it with leaves. Because of the brutality and premeditated nature of the attack, prosecutors decided Carson would be tried as an adult.
Yeah, as he should, bro. As he should. Bro, 14 years old, you are more than aware of the, you know, good and bad things you do. And the fact that he just had the strength and just the ability to even fight a little girl, a little cousin, but then on top of that, strangle them, freaking kill them brutally, and then hide their body and shit like that, bro. What the fuck? You're a young serial killer, my nigga. Like, that's what it is.
Custody to this day, with his trial scheduled for 2026. Utaho no Tatari.
That's sick.
Utaho no Tatari is the name of two Japanese horror games, both of which had a really eerie backstory. The real mystery began in 2014, when someone posted on the subreddit r/creepygaming about a disturbing discovery in the second game. They had triggered what looked like a glitch. After following a strange series of steps, the game screen filled with scrambled text. Then the screen went black, flashed white 4 times, and finally displayed a very unsettling, low-quality photo.
What the fuck?
It appeared to show a woman
that looks like a real
with most
photo.
of her face hidden in dark shadows and something wrapped around it. The image was so disturbing that players began to wonder if it might actually be a real photograph.
Yeah, that looks real. I ain't gonna lie. If I was playing a game, especially a game that looks like this, you know, pretty retro, old school type thing, and then a picture like this just randomly pops up. Nigga, first of all, I'm turning that bitch off and I'm burning my computer, my nigga. Ain't no way. This is some spiritual shit. I ain't fucking with all that. But yeah, this is weird. I would definitely report this.
Most of her face hidden in dark shadows will be a real photograph of human remains. This idea didn't seem impossible, since other obscure games, such as the infamous Hong Kong 97, had used actual victim photos taken from the news. Before long, people discovered that this was not a random glitch at all, but a hidden event programmed into the game. By changing their computer settings to Japanese, players could read the missing symbols in the error message with scrambled text. At first, it looked like a standard crash screen, but then the game's main character, Utaho, suddenly began addressing the player directly. The event was triggered by walking through 3 torii gates, traditional Japanese shrine gates. Doing this started a hidden timer, and once the timer ran out, the so-called glitch sequence would play, ending with the disturbing photo. The question of where that haunting image came from remained.
Yeah, what is the origin?
Reverse image searches showed nothing, and for years, no one had a clear answer. Many theories were suggested, but without proof, the mystery stayed unsolved. Then, in 2022, someone on—
Child, what do you guys think, bro? I mean, obviously it's about to be solved right now, but just take guesses before it probably gets solved by someone. What do you guys think? Like, you think that they just kind of made up this photo, you know, just for the game purpose because the main character was a woman or something? Because it looks like a woman remains, but I don't know. We don't know for sure. But yeah, bro, what do you guys think? Is like a fake thing or is real?
In 2022, someone on Reddit finally uncovered the source of the photo. It was not from a crime scene. Instead, it came from a Japanese horror film called Hair Extensions, released in 2007. The exact frame appears in the movie's trailer, showing a woman staring lifelessly into the camera. After nearly 10 years of speculation, the mystery was solved.
That's crazy. I mean, that's the best case scenario. They got it wasn't like a real thing and the game was being fucking absolutely weird about that. Because if that was just a part of a game, they're just, oh yeah, I found this random dead person, let's just throw it in the game for some scare factor. I feel like that's super insensitive, but yeah, this was a good mystery solved because it was just a part of a movie, so that makes sense.
The Post-it notes.
Post-it notes.
On April 15th, 2015, a man who used the username R. Bradbury had a really strange experience.
That's gotta be the most like AI generated ass name I ever heard, bro. R. Bradbury, like that, like when you just pick a random username on PlayStation or something.
Had a really strange experience. He lived alone, but that morning he found a Post-it note on his desk with a list of chores written on it. The handwriting was not his. At first, he tried to ignore it.
That's weird as fuck. I would definitely be questioning everybody. Like, did you write it? Did you? If nobody said yes, I'm beating y'all ass. Cause what the hell are you playing with this paranormal shit for me for, man?
Later, another Post-it appeared, this time stuck to the back of his chair. It said, "Save your documents." This was the moment when the search truly began. Bradbury started to believe that someone was secretly entering his apartment and leaving these notes.
Oh, so this is in his apartment. Why did I think it was his workspace? My bad, bro. I just assumed because of the laptop and everything. This is in your apartment? Oh, hell no! This makes it even worse, my nigga. Oh, hell no. Hell no, you got a stalker on you.
These notes. So to find out who it was, he set up a webcam to record his desk, but the situation only grew stranger. On April 20th, he woke up to another post-it. It read, "Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do." Shocked,
what the fuck?
He rushed to check the webcam recordings, but the video files on his computer were gone.
Yo.
It looked as if someone had deleted them. Soon after, even
someone's in your walls and in your balls, man.
more post-it notes appeared, this time covering his doors, but they were all blank. Bradbury began to suspect his landlord, thinking that the handwriting on the notes looked similar to his landlord's.
Ain't no way, bro. That's like the worst case scenario that could possibly happen. Why is your landlord being fucking weird like that? Imagine that.
To his landlord's.
Nah.
Not knowing what else to do, he turned to Reddit for advice. He posted on the subreddit r/legal advice, explaining his situation and asking whether he could press charges against his landlord. The post quickly gained a lot of attention.
Definitely should be able to,
The most common suggestion was that Bradbury might be sleepwalking and writing the notes himself without realizing it. Then, a Reddit user named Kakerlak noticed something important in one of Bradbury's earlier posts. Bradbury had mentioned that he slept in a small bedroom with no windows. Kakerlak asked, "Do you get bad..."
Bro, sleeping in a bedroom with no windows, why does that sound like it's horrible, bro? But I mean, you know, you really close the windows and stuff, but just like having no windows to open, let air in and stuff like that, I feel like that's tough.
Bradbury had mentioned that he slept in a small bedroom with no windows. Kakerlak asked,
"Do
you get bad headaches?" And Bradbury admitted that he often did. That is when Kakerlak suggested another possible explanation. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a dangerous gas that cannot be seen or smelled. In a
he was farting too much.
Poorly ventilated room, it can build up without anyone noticing, and breathing it in can cause confusion, memory loss, and even hallucinations. In serious cases, it can be deadly. Bradbury decided to test this theory.
See, that's what I meant, but like, you know, having to air out your room and shit. I feel like being in there would make you, the ventilation would be super poor. And like I said, you know, the side effects of that is you fucking hallucinating, not being able to sleep right, not being able to breathe right. And eventually it might not affect you, you know, basically even for the few months of you living, but it's gonna affect you eventually.
So he bought a carbon monoxide detector and plugged it in. Immediately, the alarm went off.
Oh,
His
wow.
apartment was filled with the gas, and he had been breathing it the entire time. The notes were real, but he had been writing them himself while poisoned, then forgetting he had done it. The missing webcam recordings were not deleted by an intruder. The software he used simply was not saving the files. As for the handwriting, Bradbury later realized he had not compared it to his landlord's at all, but to a letter from his mother.
Wait, a letter from his mother? So wait, that doesn't explain the post-it notes. Was that his mother the whole time? Or was it just him? Okay, I'm a little confused on that one. Like on the post-its himself.
Google Maps help messages.
Google Maps help.
In early 2025, one discovery on Google Maps in Los Angeles spread quickly online and became a viral mystery. In a rail yard near Dodger Stadium, the word help could be seen written again and again in giant letters. Nearby were other words, including federal and LAPD. Each letter had been carefully built using long pipes or large wooden boards. When people first noticed the writing, theories began to spread immediately. Some thought it was a real cry for help.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though, I feel like something like this is definitely not immediate, bro. I mean, how often does Google Maps take photos of landmarks and stuff? It can't be that often, right? Like they don't just update it every day. I don't think so, right? Let me actually search that up. Google Maps satellite images are generally updated every 1 to 3 years for urban areas and 3 to 5 years for rural locations. So that's a long time. So that's why I said I feel like this wouldn't really be that effective if someone was like actually trying to search for help, unless they were just leaving clues to something bigger that they're a part of or was a part of or don't want to be a part of. I don't know. But yeah, you know, this would be something that would be solved years later, you know?
First noticed the writing.
That was just the point I was just trying to make.
Theories began to spread immediately. Some thought it was a real cry for help, maybe from people trapped or being forced to work. The fact that the writing was inside a Union Pacific rail yard fueled more suspicion. Los Angeles railways have a history of theft and crime, and some feared this was connected to organized trafficking or forced labor. People contacted the LAPD, who quickly went to check the site, and around the same time, a social media user visited the rail yard with a camera to film what it looked like from the ground. What he found changed everything. The rail yard was surrounded by homeless encampments, and even though the area was supposed to be fenced off, a large hole in the fence made it easy to enter. Local homeless residents explained that the writing wasn't a signal from victims at all. It was the work of another homeless man who had been creating these giant messages for years. The LAPD later confirmed this story. They said they had spoken to the man many times before and had even offered him both housing and mental health support, but he always refused.
What?
Have you dreamed of this man?
That's crazy. So he was just doing that basically for his own entertainment at that point, because they were literally trying to get him help and he just didn't want help. That's just something, you know, some people definitely have, you know, problems mentally where it's just like, oh, you know, they're literally crying for help and building out sculptures for help and everything. But at the same time, they don't want to accept it because they feel that like nothing will help them. So that's just, yeah, that's definitely just something that's mentally wrong with that person. But that's sad.
Have you dreamed of this man?
Have
In
you
2008, a website appeared asking a simple question. Have you dreamed of this man? The site quickly filled with short...
Bro, why I feel like I've seen this guy before. Not in like my dreams, but I've seen like a TikTok or something about this. I don't know.
Dreamed of this man.
Can't remember,
the site
though.
quickly filled with short, eerie stories from people who claimed they had. Posters with the same sketch and
What?
the same...
Wait, what was this one though?
Filled with short...
Someone said I fell in love with him from the very first time I saw him in my dream. Hold on, bro. Let's go back a little bit. You fell in love with this nigga?
Have you dreamed of this
Never mind.
man? And the same question, even more eerie stories from people who claimed they had. Posters with the same sketch and the same question even began showing up in cities. Within a year, the mystery had gone viral. More than 10,000 people had written to the site, saying they too had seen him in their sleep. Soon, the idea that this man was part of some real supernatural phenomenon started gaining...
Okay, but are people just saying that shit though, bro? 'Cause I've definitely never seen this guy in my dream. I have it. Wait, man, like, did it just turn into a fucking trend? You know, like one of those TikTok shit where all of a sudden everybody relates to it?
Supernatural phenomenon started gaining traction. On forums like 4chan, users decided to investigate, and they actually found the solution. A reverse IP lookup of the website showed it was connected to a guerrilla marketing company, a group that promotes ideas or products through unusual and attention-grabbing stunts. This raised suspicion that the Dream Man wasn't real at all, but simply a creation. In 2010,
that's what
the site's
I
creator,
assumed.
Italian sociologist and marketer Andrea Nutella, admitted that the whole thing was...
What? Nutella?
Site's creator,
what?
Italian sociologist and marketer Andrea Nutella.
Andrea Nutella. That's a cool ass name, bro. But all I can think about is spreading my Nutella on your bread.
Admitted that the whole thing was a stunt. He said the drawing was based on his father and that the early dream testimonials were not real, but he never explained what the campaign was supposed to promote, and the website was simply left online. Not everyone who emailed the site was lying, though. Many people probably did dream about the man, but it might have just been a mental suggestion after seeing the image and hearing the stories.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I mean, anybody can dream about somebody that looks like this. I mean, they probably have family members or something that may resemble this dude. And then there could be people that started dreaming of him because this was a whole dilemma and everybody was talking about it and supposedly dreaming about him. But yeah, there's just no way, bro. There's no way it was ever real. I never believed that.
I feel fantastic.
Feel
if
fantastic.
You're 18 or older, you probably saw the viral video called I Feel Fantastic.
I have not seen this. It's gonna be my first time.
In it, a stiff robot with wide, staring eyes sang an eerie tune that kept saying, "I feel fantastic," while wearing different outfits. The video seemed to appear out of nowhere, and once it spread, people couldn't stop speculating about what it really was. The most popular theory was frightening. The robot had been built by a disturbed criminal who dressed it in the clothes of his victims. At some point in the video, the camera pointed towards a random garden, and people speculated that was the place where the victims were buried. The mystery only deepened when the original upload disappeared from the internet. Re-uploads kept circulating for years.
Bro, what the fuck? What are these things, bro? Scary dog, creepy scene robot, I feel fantastic, full video. Nigga, I don't want no video. How about that? Can we get no videos?
Uploads kept circulating for years, keeping the legend alive, but never solving the question of where this strange robot actually came from. In 2020, writer Yeezy Lit decided to investigate.
Bro, that's a cool ass name. Yeezy Lit. Yeah, Yeezy always lit though.
When searching through old websites, Lit found photos of the same robot on obscure Android enthusiast forums, some dating back to 2001. These forums revealed the name of the man who created it, John Bergeron.
John Bergerwerger? What the fuck? Nigga look like a booger.
Who created it. John Bergeron. Far from being a criminal, Bergeron was an inventor trying to build something new for the entertainment industry. The robot's name was Tara, and Bergeron had built her as a prototype for about $2,000 at the time. His dream was to mass-produce Tara as a singing android, but that plan never succeeded.
Oh, hell nah. Like some human, creepy, Five Nights at Freddy type shit, bro. Instead of animals, just straight up the humans, you know, or some victims or something. Yeah, that was just super creepy, bro. But I mean, we have fucking robots pretty much like that nowadays, but it just probably don't look that goddamn creepy. And if it does, I'll give it a hell no. How about that? This W video though, shout out Paint Explainer, you know what I'm saying? Chat, what do you guys think was like the most creepy or just, you know, the worst internet mystery that got solved. I think, which one was it, bro? The Lily Peters one. This was the most disturbing out of all of them, bro. Like the fact that it was a child, a 14-year-old killing another child, and like it just in the way that it happened. Like it wasn't no accident. It was like a planned, premeditated murder. Like that was absolutely disgusting and surprising. But yeah, chat. Let me know what else you guys want to react to, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.